Hi kids, how are you all? I hope you are fine and fit. Welcome to our fifth lesson. Our previous lessons were all English language, but today we are starting to learn literature. Beta, this is your 23rd lesson, which is on page 137. Before we start, I will tell you that you do not need to worry if you don't have the book. The poem is written in the video, so you just listen and read with me. Beta, before we start, let's talk about what is poem. A poem is a piece of writing that uses imaginative words to share ideas, emotions, or a story with the reader. It means you. A person who writes a poem is called a poet. Many poems have words or phrases that sound good together when they are read aloud. Every sentence has a rhyming word in the end. Two little kittens. Now see the difficult words. Number one, stormy. Weather with wind, rain, thunder, and lightning. See the cloud. Quarrel. Two, argue. See them argue. Number third, seized, grabbed, hold of. See how Minnie and Mickey have grabbed the monkey. Number four, crept, moved along the ground quietly and slowly. See how Daffy is creeping around. Pre-reading. List some things you have seen a kitten do. You all have seen kittens. They are small, furry, and funny. Can you remember the things they do? Like they are doing in the picture. Now listen to the poem. The poet tells us the things that kittens do and also tells us about the weather. As you listen, check if you have experienced such weather. This poem is about two kittens who lived in a house with an old lady. One day at night, when it was raining hard, the big kitten found a mouse and caught it. The small kitten asked for the mouse and then they began to fight. Let's start to read the poem and find out what happened next. Beta, before starting the poem, all the rhyming words are underlined. Try to remember them. Okay, now let's start poem. Two little kittens. Two little kittens, one stormy night. Begin to quarrel and then to fight. One had a mouse, the other had none, and that's the way the quarrel begun. I'll have that mouse, said the biggest cat. You'll have that mouse, we'll see about that. I will have that mouse, said the eldest son. You shan't have that mouse, said the little one. I told you before, 'twas a stormy night when these two little kittens began to fight. The old woman seized her sweeping broom and swept the two kittens right out of the room. The ground was covered with frost and snow, and the two little kittens had nowhere to go. So they laid them down on the mat at the door, while the old woman finished sweeping the floor. Then they crept in as quiet as mice, all wet with the snow and cold as ice. For they found it was better that stormy night to lie down and sleep than to quarrel and fight. बच्चे, now I am going to explain this poem. As you know, the poem is about two kittens who found a mouse and were fighting for it. The big kitten wanted the mouse for itself. The small one also wanted the mouse. They were fighting and shouting. The old woman took her broom and swept the kitten out of the house. It was cold, wet, frosty, and snowy outside. So they left the mouse, crept in the house, and slept because it was better to not fight and sleep inside the house in the stormy weather. Homework assignment. Complete the following table with rhyming words. Some are in the poem. Make your own rhyming words too. Number 1, fight. Number 2, none. Number 3, cat. Homework assignment number 2. Answer the following questions. Question number 1. How was the weather? Question number 2. Why were the kittens quarreling? Okay, it's time for fun activity. Let's watch this video.
Kitty's Clean Cuisine. Wait till you see what I'm making. Wow, this is work. It seems like it. What you making anyway? Well, I guess I forgot. Oh! After you, Mimi. Now that was a lot of fun. Yeah, but look. I'm completely filthy. Just look at me. My clothes, my hands. I am a big mud ball. Getting dirty when you're playing in the mud is half the fun. Now all this fun has made me hungry. Hey, Mom, dinner ready yet? I'm starving.
It's almost ready, dear.
What is it? It really smells good.
It's chicken curry. Kitty, what in goodness name happened? You look as though you've been rolling around in a big muddy bog.
Mimi and I were making mud castles in the backyard.
Well, you better go get washed up for dinner. It's nearly ready.
Mimi, dinner's ready.
Tell Mimi to get washed up, too.
There, all clean. Mimi, hurry up. Dinner's ready and it's chicken curry. Well, it's about time. Come on. Let's get going. Mama made my favorite food in the whole wide world and I just can't wait to eat it. But Kitty, aren't you gonna wash all that crud off of you? You look really dirty. No. I thought I'd do that after dinner. You're not really going down without washing, are you? Since I'm in a hurry to eat and I have to wash after dinner anyway, I thought I'd save time and do it all at once. That's disgusting. You might have germs or other stuff on your hands. It's not healthy to not wash up. Yeah, but I'm hungry, and that'll take too much time. Mom's gonna get mad if you don't wash up. How do you know? I don't care what Mimi says. I'm hungry and I'm gonna eat now. Oh boy, am I ever ready for some chicken curry.
You are?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Kitty, Didn't I tell you to wash up and get ready for dinner a few minutes ago?
Yes, ma'am?
And you didn't do it?
No, ma'am.
And I suppose you have some explanation for why you've come to dinner wearing half the yard.
Yeah, I do. I was trying to use my time wisely.
That's why you didn't wash up?
Well, I have to wash after dinner anyway, so I thought I'd do it all at once.
Nope, sorry.
What does she mean by that, exactly?
She means you go wash up.
Yeah, I kind of thought so. I think that maybe I should go wash up now. Excuse me, please.
Well, that's better. You can change your clothes after dinner.
Okay, but what's the big deal, Mom?
What do you mean, big deal?
Washing up. Why is it so important?
Because your hands pick up all kinds of germs and bacteria through the day.
Are germs and bacteria bad things?
Yes, they are. They can cause all sorts of things like head colds and stomach flu.
And that stuff's all over my hands?
That's right. And if you don't wash up, those germs could get on your food and make you sick.
Mama wants you to wash up because she cares about you. I never realized how important it was to wash your hands. I'm washing before every meal from now on.
That's great. Now let's have some of that chicken curry. It smells wonderful.
That smells good.
There you go, just like you like it.
Looks wonderful. Thank you, dear.
This one's for you, Mimi. Here you go, darling. Enjoy.
Thanks, Mama.
Kitty, I know it's your favorite, so I made plenty. So I hope you're good and hungry.
I am. In fact, I'm so hungry I want a whole plate full of chicken curry piled real high.
Kitty, you know you can't eat that much. Here, why don't you start out with this?
No, Mama, no. I'm really hungry. I don't want a little plate like Mimi. I want a big plate of curry, bigger than Papa's. I promise I'll eat every bit of it, please.
I suppose if you're that hungry.
Don't worry. There won't be a crumb left when I'm done.
Here you go.
Thanks. Now let's dig in. That's great.
Slow down.
This is good, dear.
Yeah, it's the best you've ever made.
Oh, sweet. Thank you, dear.
I think it's great, too.
I'm glad you all like it.
I could eat this every day. Me too.
The way Kitty is gobbling up that food, I guess she really was hungry.
Must have been all that playing in the mud.
Go, Kitty. I think I can't eat another bite. Well, silly, why don't you stop eating then? You don't have to finish it all, you know. But I have to finish. I promised, Mama. I'm just so full.
But you'll get sick, dear. You shouldn't keep eating after you're full. It's very unhealthy.
Yeah? Well, a promise is a promise. I'll finish it all.
Kitty, I think you've more than satisfied your promise and should consider it fulfilled.
What do you mean by that? Exactly.
It means you're off the hook and don't have to eat anymore.
Good. I may never eat again.
You know, Kitty, sometimes when someone's really hungry, they think they're able to eat a lot more food than they really can. Your grandma used to say, don't let your eyes get bigger than your stomach, which meant that you shouldn't take too much food just in case you can't finish. Understand?
Next time, just take a small portion and then ask for seconds if you're still hungry. That way you don't end up wasting any food if you get full. Besides, your mom knows how much you usually eat, so you can trust she'll always give you enough to keep you healthy.
Okay.
You see, I knew you wouldn't be able to eat nearly as much food as you asked for, but I had to let you learn that lesson for yourself.
I did, and I'm never going to forget it. Me too. Can I have seconds, please?
Of course you can. Here you are, darling.
Thank you, Mama. I wish I'd started with less. So you could leave room for seconds? No, I'm just so full now I've got no room for dessert.
No dessert for you, Kitty? That's a first.
I did make some tasty apple tarts this morning and put them out to cool, but they just up and disappeared. So I'm afraid there's just no dessert tonight.
Kitty and I saw the tarts on the windowsill this afternoon before we went out to play in the mud. We thought they were for us to snack on, so we ate them. We didn't know they were for dessert. Besides, it was Kitty's idea, and she ate 3 of them. Guess you got dessert after all.
Okay, bachche. I hope you liked this poem. See you later. Bye bye. Stay safe.